why is consumer law so important? So Congress knew that there was inaccurate and uninformed use of consumer credit. That's why they made the Truth in Lending Act, to let consumers like me and you know that there is a specific way we should be using these laws and a specific way we should be using credit. We don't want to be misinformed consumers. We want to know the business that we're handling, all right? But we're going to take a direct look into what Congress tells us and why it is important in their eyes. So the Truth in Lending Act is a consumer protection law enacted in 1968 in response to exceedingly predatory loan practices. Prior to Tila, lenders would use a variety of terminology and forms of lending that manipulated uninformed borrowers. So guys, what that's telling us is that we need to learn the language that's in the Truth in Lending Act. It's telling us that these loan agencies are using the language to manipulate us, and so that we won't know what we're signing. It says the Truth in Lending Act changed this by requiring a uniform system of disclosures and terminology to be used for lending like credit cards or mortgages. Creditors are required to disclose details like the APR and repayments details in a clear way to borrowers, or else the borrower may be able to rescind the debt. So what Congress mentions right here is 15 U.S.C. 1635, the right of rescission. It's telling you that if they're not clear and conspicuous, then you're able to rescind that transaction and go back on the transaction, since they are having predatory lending practices. But that's just the overall definition of the Truth in Lending Act. Let's look at 15 U.S.C. 1601. Congress says that the informed use of credit, the Congress finds that the economic stabilization will be enhanced and the competition among the various financial institutions and other firms engaged in the extension of consumer credit will be strengthened. This results in an awareness of the cost thereof by consumers. It is the purpose of the subchapter to assure meaningful disclosure, of credit terms, so that the consumer will be able to compare more readily the various credit terms available to him and avoid uninformed use of credit. We're going to avoid the uninformed use of credit and to protect the consumer against inaccurate, unfair credit billing and credit card practices. That's why straight after 15 U.S.C. 1601, we got 1602. We go straight into definitions, Congress wants us to know what each word means when they use it. Bureau. The only bureau is the Bureau of Consumer Financial Protection. That's the CFPB. So earlier in the video, you could see that Congress tells us there's an uninformed use of credit. And in 15 U.S.C. 1602b, it tells you that the only bureau is the CFPB, not TransUnion, not Equifax, not Experian, not LexisNexis, not any other credit reporting agency. That's all they are, a credit reporting agency. Now I make that point because we have known all this far that those companies are bureaus. We have said, oh, the bureau is reporting this or bureau is reporting that. That's just what's in our mind and what they have planted in our subconscious as a seed to grow. So we're gonna cut that. We're gonna put weed killer on that seed. We're gonna put weed killer on that plant, and we're gonna listen to the law and listen to what Congress tells us in the law, not bureaus. Stop calling Equifax a bureau. Stop calling TransUnion a bureau. So that's gonna be all for this video. I just want to let y'all know this is why the Truth in Lending Act is so important, because these people are misinforming us, the consumer, only so that we can come out of pocket or be we could be prey. They're preying on us not to know this information, all right? So that's why we need to educate ourselves as consumers so that we'll know when a transaction is done the right way and when it's done out of misinformed use of credit, as Congress tells us. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Go ahead and leave a like and a subscribe for me and turn that bell on so that y'all can know when I post and we can learn together, all right? So we won't be misinformed, all right? We don't want to be misinformed consumers. We want to know the business that we're handling. Y'all have a good night. See y'all later. Thank you for watching this video, and subscribe and like it.